We're now just 2 games away from playing a cup final at Wembley. For a teeny tiny club like us, this would be historic. Potentially winning our first trophy. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We've been down this road before. Last season too, we had a lot of dreams of winning the Vertu Trophy, but we bottled it. This time though, we're in the quarters. We've got a much better team, but we're also dealing with a lot of stuff off the pitch. Of course, we just sacked our manager, Pablo Gonzalo, who's funnily enough now on a revenge arc. He's joined Chesterfield, and he's signing up our players and also criticizing me in press conferences. Now, we have replaced him with our groundsman, Lenny, because that's all we could afford. That's right, the man who was mowing the lawns at our club. He's now suddenly the manager. Okay, but don't judge him on his awful attire as a manager. I don't know why bro keeps wearing these shorts. But hey, somehow, Lenny has got this team on a roll. The players seem to really like him. And interestingly enough, he's got the best win record among any manager we've had so far, which I don't think is that big of an achievement, but still. But the big question is, can Lenny lead us in the Vertu Trophy? Because there's a lot at stake. Not only would this be the club's first ever trophy, but don't forget, when we signed the deal with Umbro to be our sponsor, there was a sneaky clause in there. If we don't win a domestic cup this season, we're gonna have to return 2 million to Umbro. And since we're a teeny tiny club that's basically broke, we don't have that kind of money.
He cannot afford.
If we bottle the Vertu Trophy, we might literally be forced to sell one of our players or be forced to just go bankrupt. I'm so nervous, bro. It's the quarterfinal of the Vertu Trophy. And the big problem that Lenny has is that Fish, right now our best centre-back, he's still recovering from his injury. I don't think it would be smart to start him. Instead, Sebastian Finch is going to have to play, probably as captain too. By the way, we're still dealing with a crazy injury crisis. Armstrong, Bullock, Steve Ball, they're all going to be out for a couple of weeks at least. Of course, even Fish. But that's the thing. Despite all this, Lenny has got this team rallied up. We're playing the best football I think we've played. Before this quarterfinal, though, I think we need to highlight one player that's taken his game to the next level under Lenny, Nicholas Hart. Bro just can't stop scoring. I mean, this season he's our top scorer and by a big margin. Bro, he's even our top assister. How crazy is that? The best thing that happened to him was his father disowning him, I guess. Okay, that is a bit harsh. To be honest, I guess I'll still stand by that statement. Being the posh boy with millions of cash in the bank, that was really not helping Nicholas push himself to the next level, try and become the best footballer he can be. But now that he's kind of broke, he's having to stay with Steve Ball. And well, pressure forges diamonds, and Nicholas Hart is really becoming one. He is your player of the episode, and the reward for that is going to be the rocket ship playstyle. I feel like that's going to be really helpful for Nicholas, man, because he's only got 77 pace. And now I'm really hoping with a bit of an upgrade, can Nicholas Hart really step things up? He's finding space, and this is where he's really good. Nicholas Hart just wide. Somebody needs to tell Lenny to wear like a suit or something, man. Imagine we go to Wembley and that is what Lenny turns up with. By the way, I don't like the backline we've got. No Armstrong, no Fish, and also no Medeiros. Don't forget our Brazilian talent that we scouted. He's, of course, made the move to Chesterfield because of Pablo Gonzalo. It's crazy how Pablo Gonzalo stole 2 of our big talents, man. Uribe as well as Medeiros. Thankfully, we've replaced Uribe with Kepakia, who's actually not bad at all. He's got a lot of pace and already feels like he's linking up well with everyone. But still, I think Uribe was fantastic, and what a loss. But right now, Neil Lane has broken through. Looks for the pass. Sean King should have done better. Oh, Nicholas Hart. They make a mistake, and Nicholas Hart pounds on it off the post and again. But this time it goes in. Goal number 22 for the season for Nicholas. He just can't stop scoring. By the way, how big are these games for Sebastian Finch? There's a lot of talks about him retiring. He still has not renewed his contract for us. It would be incredible if we get to send off Sebastian Finch, a club legend, with the Vertu Trophy. Because, hey, throughout his career, Finch has never won a single trophy. Gallardo on the ball. He's the only South American player that stuck by us even after Pablo Gonzalo left, as he looks for Neil Lania. Tough angle, and that was straight at the keeper. Albie Normand. Looking for Neil Lane, finding space, and the keeper somehow gets a hand to it. We're pushing really hard for that second goal, which I think we need. I don't want to leave it to chance. Okay, Neil Lane from distance now, striking it so well, it gets saved. That's the biggest problem I feel with Neil Lane. Bro legit thinks he's Ronaldo. Oh, what a volley that was. This is where we need the second goal, bro. It's too intense. Clear the ball away. Clear the ball away. I don't like this Luca Gigante with the save. Look at the celebrations, man. Finch is the happiest man out there. This is why cup football is so stressful, man. We've been the better team, I feel, for the entire 90 minutes. But because we've not taken our chances, Lincoln City still have hope to knock us out. And oh no, they're on the attack here, and our defense looks a bit exposed. I don't like this. We get opened up once again. Finch is going for a tackle, potentially. No, the cross comes in. The header goes just wide. A moment of relief for our players as we just about scrape through. Semi-finals of the Vertu Trophy. Sebastian Finch is getting emotional there. Now, in the post-match press conference, Lenny was asked a lot about his future. Because you see, so far, we've only signed him as the interim manager until the end of the season. My plan initially was to sign a more experienced manager, especially if we manage to get promoted to the championship. Because I really don't think Lenny's going to be capable of taking that step up a completely new level. He's still a young manager. He's got a lot to learn. I mean, until a few months ago, he was literally just mowing the club's lawn. I guess the decision to hire a permanent manager could be left for later. Because right now, there's no guarantee that we're going to get promoted. Cardiff and Blackburn are completely running away with, of course, the top 2 spots, but it does look very likely that we will finish in one of the playoff spots. For now, though, we're focusing on cup competitions because now we've got the FA Cup. Derby County is our next opponent, a championship club. My goal with the FA Cup is to not actually win it because I don't think we're good enough, but just to get the chance to face a Premier League club at home. That itself would be like a big win. We would literally end up getting 500k in ticket sales from that, and that could be a good hedge for the club just in case we don't end up winning a domestic trophy. So, gotta take the FA Cup seriously. Although it is really hard to do that with so many injuries that we're dealing with. I feel like I'm just gonna have to start Will Fish even though he's not fully fit. He should be in like 1 day, but I think I just gotta take the risk, man, because otherwise I'm gonna have to play Finch, who's literally got half stamina. It's definitely not ideal circumstances as we take on Derby County, but hey, we've got Lenny here given the instructions, and come on, let's see if we can continue our dream FA Cup run. Derby are a division above us, and maybe that's the level we're gonna be experiencing next season if we do get promoted, so this could be a really good test. When I see Sean King making that run, it's brilliantly done. First touch was good as well from the King. Can he finish? Oh, come on. The keeper denied him. Oh, defensively just been opened up, and you know what? I can't fault that. That was a ridiculously good finish. There's been a lot of criticism, though, in the comments about Luca Gigante and his reaction time, and also the fact that he hasn't really grown from a 62 overall. I do feel like if we get to the championship, we might need to look for a better goalkeeper, because Gigante, with that overall, I don't think he's cutting it. Honestly, though, I can feel the difference with the championship club, man. It's so tough. Gigante this time making the save. Oh, and now we send through Sean King, and he could get us back into this tie. This time, surely King has to finish, and he does. No mistakes here. And now we're officially back in the tie, 1-1. Edward Bull finding space, and oh, that is the strike and a half. In the FA Cup, the Bull charges on. I mean, I think we've just got our goal of the season contender, bro, especially in the FA Cup. And to think, boys, there was a discussion about potentially selling Edward Bull. Because remember, the big reason we sacked Pablo Gonzalo was that Edward Bull made it clear that he's not going to be playing under him. I had to make a choice, either keep the manager or keep Edward Bull. And choosing Edward Bull was the decision I'd make every single day of the week. And now he's going to keep helping us continue this FA Cup dream as now King controls that so well. There's the third goal. I think with that, we've booked our spot in the next round of the FA Cup. And what a performance it was from Bull, man. Turned things around 3-2 in the end. And no way, we've actually drawn Aston Villa in the FA Cup, that too at home. You know what that means? We're going to be welcoming a Premier League club at the Brescia Park. And that's going to give us 500k to our budget. Oh man, that is genuinely going to be a lifesaver for contracts, for paying our staff. Maybe even increasing Lenny's wages because he's still on the groundsman payroll. But nah, bro, the fact that we've made it to the round of 16 of the FA Cup as an EFL League One club, that too. Also, I've just got a message from our medical team. Yes, I know it's a surprise, but we do have a medical team and they've done their job brilliantly. All our players are back to full fitness. We can actually take on Aston Villa with our best 11. This might genuinely be the tiniest stadium Aston Villa has played at, but hey, we're gonna try and make this a fortress. It would be special if we can knock them out, make it to the quarters of the FA Cup. Okay, we've just been opened up just like that. Ollie Watkins now, and driven shot. Well, this is the difference in quality when we we compare ourselves to a Premier League club. But okay, it's only one goal. We can still fight back. You never know. Honestly, it feels like tactically we're completely out of our depth. How have we let Morgan Rogers turn like that? We're so lucky his finish was awful. This game is also a big test for Lenny because it will give us an idea of tactically what can he do against a Premier League club, and that could decide whether we make him a permanent manager or not. Right now, it looks like he's got the same tactical setup as he does in normally any other game, and it's not working. Albie Norman finding space for a long shot. For a second, I thought that was in. Okay, we're still trying to play some intricate football, and Sean King, he's found a bit of space to maybe go for goal here. Left foot, and come on. These kind of chances, we need them to go in. Second half, and it looks like Norman's got no stamina. Steve Ball as well. We'll bring on Brandon Neal for Ball. I don't want to risk another injury for him. Also, I'm thinking Edward Bull can play centre mid. We'll bring on Gallardo. Clark can come on for Park Ji-soo. I'm just trying something different. And you know what? Maybe Jacob Richards as well could add something, because with Sean King, things just aren't clicking in this one. We've got a free kick, but it's so pointless. None of our players can even reach the goal from a free kick. And I'm taking this one with Nicholas Hart, and actually, that wasn't too bad, you know. Maybe I should have taken it with Gallardo, because he's still the only player in our club's history to have scored a free kick. Okay, Pacquiao going for goal from distance. Martinez having to make a save. I feel like maybe long shots might be a way for us to get back into this game, because build-up play-wise, we're not able to really break through. By the way, I just realized we've got a World Cup winner in Emi Martinez playing against us, man. That is crazy. I would love for one day him to be an S2GFC player. Who knows? Anything is possible. But it's full time. The end of our FA Cup journey, and to be honest, we had no chance here. Aston Villa, even though they only scored one, I feel like they never kicked into second gear. They were just chilling, playing the ball around. Unai Emery had tactically outclassed Lenny. Well, the only positive is that we got a cheeky 500k coming into our budget. A lot of exposure as well facing a Premier League club. But now, guys, the only domestic competition we're still alive in is the Vertu Trophy, and we've got to go all in to try and win it. Wait a minute. We've got Armstrong and Kepakio unavailable for the Vertu Trophy semis because they're on international duty. Do you know what? Maybe it's destiny that Finch needs to be on the pitch leading the team in possibly his last season for the club. I don't like the fact that we're going to have Sebastian Lister play a big game like this. But yup, this is the squad that we're going to be using. I'm nervous, bro. It's the Vertu Trophy semi-final. Last season, if you remember, this is where we got knocked out. Back then, it was Cardiff City who got the better of us. I do feel like we're a better team. We've got better players. They've grown more. So I'm hoping we can make our way to Wembley. It's massive. It is very important that we do it. But yeah, let's stay composed. Try and control this game. I'm sure things will open up our way then. Hart. Good bit of passing, and Edward Bull breaking through, and there's the opener. Just the perfect start we needed to calm the nerves down. It's so good to have the likes of Steve Ball back in the lineup. He's linking up with Norman. Oh, it's brilliant with a build-up play. And Scotty Bullock first time. I think nobody expected him to take the shot there. Oh, we're going to have to do a bit of defending here. And, well, we fail at that because Plymouth Argyle are back in this. It's a cup semi-final, boys. It's not going to be that easy to get through. We're going to need to get ourselves another goal. King. Looking for Bullock. King. Now Bullock again. Should be able to score this. And of course he does. Bullock has been on fire for this cup semi-final. Oh, we've been opened up defensively. And fair enough. Plymouth Argyle, they just keep fighting back. This is the one thing that worries me, bro. Where was Finch there? It was his job to defend that cross, but he was nowhere to be seen. I'm wondering if we do get to the final, should we play Armstrong or Finch? I mean, it's a big call to make. Will Fish is basically a guaranteed starter. He's got to play. But yeah, first, let's just confirm our spot in the final. There's still time left, and it's only a 1-goal difference. And there's the full-time whistle. What a relief, as S2GFC have booked their spot at Wembley. And oh, there's a bit of good news, because Cardiff City got knocked out. We're going to be playing Wickham. I think we can take them on. Okay, they are still the better team than us in League One, but look at the difference between Cardiff and Wickham. Cardiff are like a proper team that's going to get promoted to the championship. They knocked us out last season as well, so I'm happy to avoid them. I think for sure we can take on Wickham. This is like crazy bad luck, bro. Ji-soo has just picked up a training injury right before the cup final. And oh my days, it's a medial collateral ligament injury. He's going to be out for 3 months. I think his season's over. It's a good thing we've got the Scotsman Clark, 20-year-old left back, 58 rated, not bad. Oh, because he's going to have to fill in. And looks like the big day is here. Vertu Trophy final. S2GFC versus Wickham at Wembley. And right before this game, Sebastian Finch decided to give a press conference. Yes, he's announced his retirement come end of season. I feel like this was inevitable. He got a bit slower, more mistakes. Physically, he was not able to compete. And then, of course, when we hired Pablo Gonzalo as the manager, he treated him like an outcast. In fact, Finch was going to immediately retire mid-season. Fortunately, it was Lenny that convinced him that he still has a role, and he's proven to be incredibly useful during this injury crisis. But now the big decision, quite possibly Finch's final big game at Wembley. I think I gotta do it, man. We will play him instead of Armstrong. Let's give Finch a send-off he deserves. The man who was never known for his incredible defending, but more so known for all the techniques he had. I mean, look at all the playstyles bro had. He knew every trick in the book. And yes, we are gonna make him the captain for this final. Apart from Finch, I think this is the best lineup we can field. Big decision from Lenny to keep Gallardo on the bench because a lot of people think he's the most talented player in our squad. He's also had a really tough time with the passing of his mother. But man, the way Edward Bull has been playing, it's hard to keep him out of the team. Lenny knows. Lenny trusts him. And look at the boys all dressed up for the big night at Wembley. Except for Lenny, man. Even at Wembley, bro is just pulling up with the shorts. Honestly, it doesn't really matter what Lenny's wearing as long as we can win the Vertu Trophy.
A few moments later.
Oh, but we're under pressure now. First chance for Wickham. I don't want that to happen, and it's a goal. Just 6 minutes in, and we're a goal down. That is honestly the worst start we could have ever had. But okay, this is where the team needs to keep composure, but we aren't doing that. Passes are going waywards. Oh, but we're looking to make the comeback here. Sean King diving header. How is that saved? I know we're terrible with corners, but just this one time, if we could just put it in, things would be so nice. And Sean King wins the header, but way off target. Now, the positive thing is that we're slowly getting back into this final. Our players are regaining their composure and nerves back. But what we can't allow is Wickham to make it 2-0. That would be catastrophic. Capaccio defends it well. Oh, but Wickham just keep coming at me. This is so tough. And what a ball that is. Gigante with the save, but the rebound. This is just the most diabolical start we could have had to the final. 2-0. And they're going to dance on us, man. What on earth is this? I can't believe we're getting dunked on at Wembley. This is just horrible. Remember, there's £2 million at stake for us here. Because if we lose, Umbro's going to be coming for all that money. Bro, we might actually concede again. I genuinely can't believe it. We're 3-0 down. It might be all over. We're making a mockery of this club at Wembley. Guys, this is the first game I feel Lenny has just been completely exposed. Tactically, he has nothing to offer here. In fact, I feel like even the players don't know what to do now. Like, look at these simple mistakes we're making. The pressure's too much. I feel like the occasion has just gotten the better of all our players, man. Because the mistakes we're making, it's just really sad to see. As Nicholas Hart does well. How did he not convert that? It's half time. We're going to need nothing short of a miracle in the second half to have any chance. The players look completely defeated. Looks like we are seeing Lenny make some changes. Neil Lane is coming on the left. Nicholas Hart being put back in the striker position. Gallardo coming on for Steve Ball, and Bull is going to be moved to centre mid. It's good to see that Lenny has made some proactive changes, and let's see what kind of an effect they have. To start with, all we need is one goal. That could really inspire a comeback. And I see space here for Nicholas Hart, who's broken through. One thing is he's quicker than Sean King, and maybe that could have a big impact here. He's still dribbling nicely, but the pass was so bad. Abby Norman sees Neil Lane here. Looks for the ball for Nicholas Hart. Oh, come on. He's just not got his feet right there. Finally, we're seeing Gallardo run at their defense. This could lead to something. Still Gallardo breaking through, goes for goal, but no, we needed that. I can't believe Gallardo from that angle on his left foot would put it wide. I just feel like we've not got the luck, man, in this game. I mean, wait. Neil Lane with the chance, power shot, puts it wide again. In the second half, we've had the chances, but we've not taken it. We're still gonna try until the very end as Neil Lane breaks through here. He's got the pace, looking for the ball here for Gallardo. Proper chance this, and he puts it wide again. This is just unbelievable. I think it's just written in the stars. We're not meant to win the Vertu Trophy. This is one of the saddest days in this club's history. At Wembley, we just got humbled. It wasn't even a close game. 3-0. The players look completely defeated. And of course, we've got Pablo Gonzalo tweeting, saying that this would have never happened if he was the manager. And oh man, this now puts a lot of question marks on Lenny as well, because I don't think he's ready now to coach a championship club. We're probably going to have to be on the hunt for a manager. But wait a second, why on earth is Pablo piping up like this? His new team, Chesterfield, they're 18th in the league. They're not going to get promoted. They're never going to be in the same division as us. And I'm sure he's bringing up the same excuses there. Not enough South American players. Apparently, though, there are rumors that Hart Logistics want to now sell Chesterfield and maybe buy a club in a higher division because they are desperate to try and compete with us just to prove that Nicholas is a fraud, man. Like, they're just obsessed with their own son. I mean, it's crazy. For now, though, it is still just hard to come to terms that we bottled the Vertu Trophy. The positive outlook I have is that the team gained a lot of experience. It will be invaluable, especially if we get promoted to the championship next season. By the way, I totally forgot that Umbro are soon going to come calling. 2 million is the penalty we're going to have to pay them, man. I knew when I signed up with Umbro, it was a shady deal, but I got greedy and took it anyways, and now we're going to pay the price. The good news is we already have 1.5 million basically, so we just need another 500k. That's why I think we won't be forced to sell any of our players to generate the funds, as long as, of course, we get promoted to the championship. The prize money for that could just help clear things up for us, but of course, it would put us at a disadvantage next season. The EFL League One season, though, has come to an end. We do finish 4th, which means we're gonna have to go through a grueling playoff. Cardiff and Blackburn are going straight up. And oh, seeing Wickham there, the team that beat us in the Vertu Trophy. I've got a sneaky feeling that we might have to face them at some point in this playoffs. For now, though, it's Charlton Athletic, and it's the first leg away from home. It's good to see that a lot of our players have grown well. Albie Normand up to a 70. Edward Bull 70 as well. Also, I think we're not going to be using Finch in the playoffs. We couldn't give him the best ending possible, but we gave him one with dignity. He's ended his S2GFC career playing at Wembley. It's the best we could do. But the serious business begins now. It's a playoff semi-final. We do have experience. Last season, we got through the League 2 playoffs. And I think Charlton Athletic are a proper rival because I remember they knocked us out in the FA Cup earlier on this season. I would like to get some revenge. Oh, Steve Ball keeps going. I thought he was going to take the free kick. Oh, but he should have taken the free kick there because he couldn't finish. I feel like I shouldn't even bother with corners, man, because there's no chance we're ever scoring one. Albie Normand driving it forward. Good ball out wide for Scotty Bullock. He can cut this one back, maybe. No, that was a mistake. Although we still have a chance here. Going for goal, putting it wide though, Capaccio. He's a right back. We can't expect him to score from there. Especially on his left foot. Don't know why he didn't use his right. Nicholas now getting past this man there. Nicholas, tough angle, but what a lovely finish. That's exactly the kind of goal we needed to put past that horror show we had at Wembley. Come on, if we can get another goal, it might make things really convenient for the second leg. Also, don't forget in these playoffs, the away goal rule is there. So every goal we score here at the Charlton Athletic Stadium is going to be way more valuable. By the way, I don't know what's up with Steve Ball. I'm not noticing the same level of performances from him. Is he distracted or something? Usually he isn't. Right now, though, we are linking up well as Edward Bull breaks through and we get the all-important second goal. Now, if we can get ourselves a third goal, I think the second leg is just going to be a formality. And Sean King has found a bit of space here. Instead, he's looked for Bullock. It's brilliant play, but Bullock's shot goes wide. Lenny's got some changes lined up as well. He wants to wrap this tie in the first leg itself. Wait, what? The referee gave a penalty? For what? Bro, that was a foul on our player. That is so rigged. No. I feel like the refs have been paid. This is crazy. Chance for Charlton Athletic to get a goal back. They've scored. No freaking way. Wait a minute. James Hart, the father of Nicholas Hart, is in the stands and he's smiling. Nah, man. I feel like Hart family have got something to do with that penalty. Regardless, though, we do pick up the 2-1 win. We've got the advantage for the second leg. Oh, but there are some tired legs here. Steve Ball can't play this. It's going to have to be Brandon Neal. But to be fair, Steve is a bit off his game for some reason. And I think I know the reason why. You guys know that Steve Ball's wife left him, but he still misses her. And oh, it must hurt seeing his wife with Christian Pulisic. Bro, that is so random. Steve Ball is still supporting them, but oh, I can feel the pain. You can feel the pain for Steve. We're with you, Steve, through this. But bro, you can't let this affect your performances, man. We need you to get to the championship. This game, I'm hoping Brandon Neal comes through. Also, Clark is running really low on stamina. Park Jisoo is injured, so we don't have a choice but to play him. I will play Gallardo, though, for this game because I feel we need his magic. Now, because of the away goal rule, as long as we even score just one goal in this tie, I think the job is done. I know the referees could be against us because we saw what happened in that last game, so I don't want to leave this to chance. Gallardo gets the ball. Right foot this time. Scores. 3-1 4-1 now on aggregate. Oh, Scotty Bullock now. Scotty Bullock now going through all by himself. What a lovely finish. That should settle everything in this tie. 4-1 on aggregate. And S2GFC is heading to Wembley. The Hart family couldn't stop us. It really feels like it was destiny for us to be rematched against Wickham. They ruined our dream. They humiliated us at Wembley in the Vertu Trophy final. But now we've got a shot at revenge. Not only that, it could send us up straight to the championship. And how big would that be for the club? Just one division below the Premier League then. Do I start Steve Ball is my big question now. Neil was brilliant, but I think let's trust Ball. He's the captain of this team. I'm hoping he gets his act together now. And we are back at Wembley. This time fighting for a ticket to the championship. I'm hoping that past experience has taught us a lot of lessons. Because, man, I don't want to spend another season in, of course, League One. It's going to cost us financially quite a bit. We're going to have to pay Umbro that 2 million fee. We're probably then going to have to sell players as well. So if we don't get promotion, it could ruin this club financially. But okay, this time we're starting off with a lot more intent than that Vertu Trophy final, which is good to see. Bullock now trying to get that pass, but okay, defended well. But we are applying the pressure really nicely. Nicholas Hart now controls it well, looking for Bull. Finding Steve Ball now on his left foot. Oh, the touch was bad. Need my right back to make that run. Here goes the Welshman Capaccio as he looks inside for Sean King. The turn was really good, and that's off the post. Okay, Steve Ball is now on it as he looks to spread this one for Sean King. Can he get it onto his left foot? No. No, 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 no! And we go 1-0 down! This is exactly what happened in the Vertu Trophy final! But this time we've learned our lesson. We're trying to make the comeback, but Wickham are so good! Second half, and I feel like the team needs changes. Brandon Neal's gonna come on for Steve Ball. I'm sorry, but his head is clearly not in the game. Also, I think we need Gallardo. Edward Bull is gonna have to get hooked. Neil Lane to come on as well. Some bold changes from Lenny. Gallardo. Looking for Neil Lane. I need my right back to make the run. Capaccio has done well. The angle is tough, but he should have still scored. I'm not going to make the mistake of taking long corners now. We'll take them short. See if we can work our way into the box. Brandon Neal looking for Gallardo. I see a lot of space. Striking it with his right foot. Again saved. But okay, this short corner tactic is definitely what we should be working on. As now we get the ball to Brandon Neal, who sees Gallardo. It's the same routine again. Right foot. It gets blocked. Gallardo again. This time scores. We needed that goal. The Argentinian comes off the bench, does the job. And this is something that didn't happen in that Vertu final. We couldn't get the comeback goal. Now we have. We now got to defend like our lives depend on it and then force the second goal. Sean King seeing Brandon Neal, and Neil Lane has made the run. Neil Lane, finally the power shot works. He's been trying that for so long and it's come through in the playoff final. Brandon Neal, by the way, what a pick out that was. And okay, all we got to do now is survive 12 minutes. And S2GFC will be a championship club. Gallardo. Oh, lovely ball for Sean King. It's a simple goal, and that should settle things. Promotion has been secured. S2GFC are going up. Not gonna lie, off the bench, Gallardo has completely changed this game. Man of the match performance. And oh man, am I excited to be in the championship next season. Nervous though, because we've got a lot to figure out. Whether we give Lenny a permanent contract or we venture out into the market looking for a new manager. Apart from that, we're gonna have to figure out a way to pay back Umbro. Probably look for a new sponsor as well. But in other news, Hart Logistics have completed the takeover of Leicester City. Now, they had a rough Premier League season getting relegated, but that means they're going to be in the same division as us. They've also just announced Pablo Gonzalo as their manager. Looks like for season 3, we're going to have a proper rivalry.